Hey everybody, so today is part 3 of my series that I've been doing on sleep deprivation and how it's so many ways similar to being on a diet. So today it's the upside, I guess, ways to fix a sleep debt or to ease out of dieting, to enjoy your fullest life. So we talked about the problems with when you're getting very little sleep or when you're on a diet. So how do we fix it? Well, first, we want to just do it one step at a time. With both of these scenarios, our body has been denied a basic need. So if you think back to like Psychology 101, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you need sleep, you need rest, you need food. Those are basic needs. And so when our body has been deprived of those, we have to build trust back, just like with any other relationship, with another person. Our body remembers that it hasn't been getting food. It remembers that it hasn't been getting sleep. It's going to take a while to rebuild those signals and to rebuild your body's trust in you that you will provide it with what it needs. And that's okay. So we just need to know that we need to take it one step at a time and work with that. We'll get there with some time and some effort. So with that time and effort, we want to create habits. Your body will deal with what you give it, for better or worse. When it is deprived of something, so in this case either food or sleep, it will first intensify those signals for you to eat or sleep. So in one of my other videos, I remember talking about when my middle son was finally sleeping through the night and I was going to bed like at 7 o'clock every night to kind of ease out of that sleep debt. And then I would find myself getting more and more tired at first before I got less tired. And that was my body's way of saying, hey, I'm sending you these signals. What are you going to do about it? So a lot of people that I talk with who have been on very extreme diets in the past, they may have lost touch with their hunger and fullness signals. They don't even know. They were just going by what the diet said. They're afraid to start eating, normal food or normal amounts of food again. And at first it might be a little scary and it might feel a little weird. Once the body realizes that it's getting appropriate nourishment, it will start resending those signals of hunger. And that can feel scary. Some people feel like they're eating all the time, but just know that that's a temporary thing. Your body is trying to figure out what a normal relationship with food looks like. It's learning to trust you again and know that food will always be provided for it. So just know if you are easing out of dieting that those increased hunger signals that you might feel, that's totally normal, and those should, kind of stabilize after a little while. So with sleep, ideally we want to try to go to bed at the same time every day, even if it's later than you would like. Then say move it up by 10 minutes for a few nights and then another 10. Whatever can work for your schedule. And your body will get used to that, and then, like I said, it'll start sending those sleep signals out a little bit earlier and earlier until you're getting appropriate and consistent sleep. With that consistency, those nighttime cortisol levels will start to diminish. So we talked about that in one of the other videos. When you're totally sleep deprived, your cortisol levels at night will shoot up. And so we don't want that, obviously, if we want to go to bed. So when we start treating our body like we're going to go to bed, then those cortisol levels will start responding and they will decrease. So it will be easier to fall asleep at night. With food, if you've been skipping meals, a great place to start is with breakfast. So ideally an hour after you wake up, or no longer than an hour after you wake up. And then plan to eat something every 4 to 5 hours. You might not feel hungry at first. And again, those hunger signals have been denied for however long you've been on a diet. For some people, it could be more than half their life. Your body will get used to it, and then it will start to expect food, give you those hunger signals, and then all you need to do is just respond to those signals. If you're not skipping meals, but you've just been restricting or limiting the amount of food that you're eating, try adding 1 extra serving of food per day. Then work up to 2, and so on until you're getting enough energy. And so, like I said, just to reiterate, a good rule of thumb is to go no more than 4 to 5 hours without eating. And the third step to easing out of a sleep debt and rebuilding that trust after dieting is just give yourself grace. This has been the hardest for me. I feel like I need to be able to balance everything: work, kids, time with my husband, cleaning the house, exercise, showering, sleep. And right now I'm just in a part of life where that's really difficult. I'm lucky enough to have others willing to help right now, but it's hard to ask for help. And because we get so much help, then when something kind of big comes up, it's like, well, I really don't want to keep asking, how much is too much. So it's just a tricky situation right now. I'm sure most of you have been in this situation or something similar in the past. So I know that we'll get through it and things will get easier. I'm counting down to April when my youngest will be about 9 months old. That's how old my other 2 kids were when they stopped waking for nighttime feeding. So I'm just hoping that this one will be the same. If you've been told by anyone, your doctor, your family, a magazine, or other media, that you need to diet to be healthy, or you need to lose weight to be healthy, it may come as a surprise that you don't need to go on a low-calorie or food-restricted diet to be healthy. As women especially, we're always told eat less, eat less, eat less. Until when? Until we're eating nothing? Not only does that sound like a really boring way to live, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do all those things that I mentioned in the first place when I have literally no energy or calories and I'm constantly hungry. So if you're worried about what a healthy eating plan or eating in general looks like without dieting, reach out. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people get their best lives, being energized, being nourished, without dieting, without the stress and guilt and shame that comes from diets. So please, that's why I'm here. So I hope you have enjoyed this series. If you have other questions about sleep or easing out of diets, hit me up, let me know. And again, thanks for tuning in.